up? What's up, TI? It's 7:22:23. Look, it's nice and quiet now. Oh, what a show. But that's what happens when gang stalkers, they get high, right? He's a drug dealer anyway. That's his job. But he got high off his supply. I saw him toking. He could tell me it wasn't drugs at all. It's cigarettes. No, it was not. I saw you fucking smoking pot. It was not cigarettes. The fuck was that? Damn, as soon as I come in here. So I gotta go feed the pets, but before I do that, I wanted to make this video. So now I'm definitely seeing the last two videos because he's doing this way more than he should be. And I know there's other people he hangs out with. I caught the whatever night it was. I don't remember exactly what time it was either. It was nighttime, and he was walking by with a red shirt, and his friend had camouflage pants, right? And I didn't realize it was him. It was dark out. And when they came up to the house, I realized who it was. I think they like all hang out together and do drugs and all kinds of drugs. Because he wasn't on weed. He was smoking weed, yes. I saw him smoking a joint. But he was definitely on something else, like cocaine or something, because he kept pacing back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with no shoes on. And then he took the cup, the blue cup, it's his cup, I guess, out of my thing here, my garden. Why was he putting it in my garden and not leaving it in his house, outside his own house? I don't know. He took the cup, you saw it. I was sitting on the porch when he did it. I was about to make a video like, where's the cup coming from? And meanwhile, I have it on video that he put the cup there. And then he was taking it away. And then he puts it in the neighbor's over here on this side, the other side of me. As the person that lives there was pulling up, I was like, oh my god. He didn't see nothing. The person that lived there, I don't know how, did it right in front of him. And yeah, so when somebody acts erratic like that, yeah, they're on something. This dragonfly's cool. Keeps coming back. Maybe I'll sit still and I'll take a picture of it later. And I come back down. Yeah, so I'm glad I wasn't the only one that saw it. Like the other neighbors were out. Like there was a couple of people out. There were a couple of neighbors. I don't know if you noticed in the video. They saw him do that, and I was just like, we should leave, So I was waiting for my other neighbor that I actually talked to. And we wanted to get coffee. We always, hang out every once in a while. We get coffee. So we already had planned it too. So I was sitting out here. I was like, okay, I got a couple minutes, and we'll meet up for coffee. We already texted each other and everything. So I'm waiting, and that's when the show began. These perps, man, they get ballsy every once in a while. But he was my first perp. I didn't know he lived on the block back then. Now I know. So anyway, so I didn't know he lived here back then. Like he used to wait at Dunkin'. He used to be in the way of the door. And he used to like ball his fist up and get angry and start cursing and talking to himself. All kinds of shenanigans, right? And then once I realized he was, my neighbor, I was like, oh my god, of course he lives in this block. So today that was all street theater. And you saw all that stuff in real time. So as I'm watching him, he put the cup in the neighbor's thing too, in the garden. Then he took the cup with him, went back home, And I saw his wife yelling at him. And he was talking to himself, pacing back and forth again. There's still no shoes. And then, hi. And then he's doing all that, right, acting up like a fool. And just kept going on and on and on, up and down the block, right? So when he went back home, I saw my neighbor. We went to get coffee. Another moth. There's two moths. There's one on my camera. Like, one on this car. Whoa. These are funky bugs hanging out with me. I don't think I've ever seen moths during the day. Well, they're everywhere now. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, you know what? Look on the floor. See the big chunks of tree? Yeah, maybe they're coming. Maybe they were hiding in between the pieces of bark. So they're all falling down. Maybe that's where they came from. So I got my pajama pants on. Ninja Turtles. I had to put pants on when the Chinese food came. I had pajama shorts. Look at the dragonfly. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, never mind. He was hovering. I like seeing dragonflies and stuff like that. So, it's like when I saw the butterfly a couple days ago. That was nice. Yeah, I'm surprised that anyone did not just yell this homeless guy. Getting about with hands. And don't ever yell at them because they're doing, they think just because they're taking the can, they bring them in, they make money, and that's how they pay for the, rent and food. They bring them to the recycle plant. They're not just, gross people stealing cans and bottles. Most of the time when we put them in the recycle pail, it doesn't really get recycled. There's a whole controversy of taking all the recycles and the garbage and mixing them together. So, when you really do anything, it cost the city $1 million. And it was all mob related too. It was crazy. So, anyway, so this the crazy guy here, Druggy Smurf. So, now he kept walking up and down the block, right? And so my neighbor sees him. And I'm like, come on, let's go. Let's go get coffee. And as we're walking away, he's talking to himself the whole time, right? My neighbor's like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, he's been doing that this whole time. I've been waiting for you. And it was not even that long. It was like 5 minutes. So he did not stop. Hi, officer, but fucking come into my property and throwing your garbage out while I'm sitting here, no less. So I try not to yell at them because that's what they want. He's like, well, you'd rather me throw it in the street? And I'm like, no, I'd rather you put it in your own garbage pail. So I'd rather you go on your own property and do that. What the fuck? I don't go on anybody's property. I don't know why they keep coming to mine. They're looking for the fight. That's why they do drugs too. They're gonna be tough puffs, I'm gonna call them, because they're not really tough. I just thought of that one. They're looking to fight. I mean, are you fucking serious? Why are you fighting? So anyway, I'm like, do you really want to mess with an Italian woman? And I don't think you do. Yeah, we act like the Hulk. Let's just say that. So I didn't say anything because I already knew it was gaslighting. So we're like, what the fuck is going on with him? Then we get to the coffee shop, Dunkin' over there. And we're sitting talking, and all of a sudden he's coming around to Dunkin'. He's walking up the corner, then he's walking back and forth again, like 3 or 4 times, talking to himself the whole time. I'm like, well, what the fuck? So we're laughing at him because we already know he's nuts. We've seen him talk to himself more than once. I'll let you know about that. Where's it coming from? That's twice today. I don't want me talking about this. Oh, fucking well. Where is the helicopter? I hear it. Anyway, so he's coming up and down the block 5,000 times. Then we see Voodoo Smurf. I'm like, yeah, look at this guy with his city bike. And I'm like, I was telling him the story of Voodoo Smurf. He's talking to the can of Coke. And you saw that video. He kept looking back at me too. He wanted me to start running over there and yelling, I am lazy as fuck. I ain't running nowhere. Are you kidding? Like, really? Why? Why are you that bored that you want me to yell at you? But they are. They're very bored with their lives. I'm bored too, but I ain't yelling at people. I ain't getting up in the morning and like looking at myself in the mirror and say you're gonna start some shit and you're gonna no. I have to read a book or something. I don't know what to tell you. Listen to music, read a book, draw, watch a movie. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Rent a little rent-a-center. They don't have that no more. Go to the store and shop. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's like beyond ridiculous what they do. Of course, my best friend is coming. So anyways, so we see him, and my neighbor was like, I think he stole that bike, the city bike. I said, yeah, now that you mention it, because when you borrow the city bikes, you're supposed to return them eventually, and he has it every single day, so they're all coming out. Skeletor, bread smoker, bread boy, Richie Poo. Yeah. You're in red shorts. Good shorts there. One big bread happy family. Got like toenails. Bye. The sun will come out, see tomorrow. Well, they're leaving. It's a bright, sunshiny day. Anyway, I have to make a joke every once in a while. So we see, and then we see him again, and he kept coming up and down the block and just standing in front of Duncan, talking to himself. We're like, what the fuck? And then we saw him again leaving with other people, like he was going somewhere. I don't know. He looked like he was going to the beach. I'm like, yeah, go sit on the beach. He had more than enough to drink. He had like 3 buds. 3. And when we came back from Dunkin', we saw 3 cans right on the floor. In the first house, he threw all of his cans on the floor. I mean, damn, he crazy. I said, he needs to stop this shit, because he's going to come to my property and do more shit. He's going to jail. I'm not even gonna stop. I'm gonna press charges. First of all, he's fucking screaming at his wife, and she's actually a nice lady. She's taking all this shit from him and their son. You know, he's taking all this shit. They got a new puppy. They put dogs to hear that shit. You know, dogs have sensitive ears. So fucking crazy. I heard he's from the South too. I was like, yeah, you can't be acting like that shit in the city. Fucking whack jobs. I don't know if he has this technology that all the perps have in their house. I don't know why he's assigned to me. I don't know. I don't know, maybe he has it in his head that I'm his secret girlfriend or something. I'll kick his ass. I'm nowhere near that. I never liked him. I never saw him before, you know, a couple years ago. Every once in a while I would see him. Now I see him all the time. So now, yeah, so after all that stuff, then the other guy comes around, the cripple guy, and he's selling those damn Family Guy DVDs. So he's coming around, asking people for cigarettes while they're in their car. The whole family pulls up to Dunkin', and he's asking them for cigarettes, loose cigarettes, like Druggy Smurf asked me. First of all, Druggy Smurf, you don't see me every day that I don't smoke? So why the fuck would I have cigarettes? So yeah, so all that shit happened. And they didn't do nothing. Voodoo Smurf and Cripple Smurf over there. I'm gonna say it like that. Yeah, at least this time he tried to pick his pants up. So all I knew was he was hanging out. So he looks in there. He looks in the store because he saw me. and realized I was with somebody, so he turned around and walked the other way. And that's all it takes, you know. That's all it takes. If I'm by myself, they try everything they can. If I'm not by myself, they don't even go. They don't even come near me. But they're doing it. They're trying to scare me. Listen, I'm not a married woman, and I'm a very big woman, so they need to instill fear into me, and then I'll have an anxiety attack, and I'll just go crazy in the store, and then they're gonna call the cops on me and put me away. This is their plan for me. It's not God's plan, so I will rebuke them in Jesus Christ's name every time. Because God's plan is bigger than their plan, and they always have to counteract their plans against me. I mean, if you saw all the bugs that are coming around, moths and dragonflies and butterflies, they don't come to anybody. They never ever come to anybody at all. This one butterfly was going around the flowers there at Stalking, and I kept looking and seeing it. I was like, "Ooh, how pretty!" And then the other day, it did the same thing, but then it just stopped in front of the window, and it stayed there while I took a picture of it. I was like, "What the heck?" It did not. It's like it kept landing in the same spot, and I got like two really good pictures of it. And today with all the dragonflies, there's always 3 or 4 dragonflies in one day. And now there's a moth on the camera, and then you just saw another moth. I just saw another moth, and a dragonfly again. I think it's pretty cool. So these animals and bugs and everything, they usually scare the people. And I think that's why, these people are angry with me. Because I'm getting to a place where I'm content and calm and peaceful. So peaceful that the animals are coming near me. Every time a dog comes near me, it wants to be petted by me. I'm not trying to brag, I'm just saying I have a very high vibration right now. And I'm trying to keep it that way. I'm under no low vibration like any of these people. I'm not trying to be better than them, I'm just trying to be better than I used to be. The more that I don't let these assholes bother me, the worse it is for them. And they know it. Because they don't get paid. They don't get paid if we're calm and we're not going crazy. You understand? So they're gaslighting us to react to the screen, right? And act wacko. The more we don't do that, the more they don't get paid. They beat the shit out of them. The handlers beat the shit out of them and they don't do their job. Because it costs them money. Because they're the ones paying for all this crap. They're paying for the drugs, they're paying for the alcohol, they're paying for the gift cards. So, they probably like, "Hey, you're pissing me off." Or, I make you do a job and you're not doing your job. So now you're going to cost me X amount of money. Because they don't, they all work with their own handlers. And the money gets passed down. So, yeah. Good. So anyway, Druggy Smurf. Look, his cup is right there. So that blue dot, he put the cup on their porch. I don't know why they haven't taken it away. I don't know why they didn't. They're like, "Yeah, let me just leave the cup there." Not me. I would have kicked that shit in the street. You know, times people do stuff like in front of the house, like on the driveway, kicked her in the street. So I'm not cleaning up after anybody else but me. So, you know what I mean? They're doing it on purpose. They want me to scream at them. See what I mean? That's the new couple in town. With a nice bright red hat too. Yep. They always come near me too. They're always near me at some point when I come out. And they talk to each other. They look over. They always wearing the colors. Like I said, I'm single, so they want to get me to be jealous and start screaming at them. When have I ever done that? Only that one time. They almost killed that guy. That was it. because I know what they're doing. That's why I didn't do it again. So, listen, when I start screaming, it better be in my house only, and it makes me feel better afterwards. I get it all out. And I remember to watch something calming, whether it's a prayer or something else, before I go to get coffee. And then I do take breaks from getting coffee every day, so it's expensive anyway. But if I do get coffee now, I take it home.